Welcome back to the Performative Podcast. It's me, Barca the Third, or Joshua Barca, in the flesh. Let's go.
Pretty boy, yeah? I have him in the car, right? Ready to crack. Yeah, it's me, Krugenn, in the flesh as well. Glad to be here, yeah? Episode 3.
Yeah.
In the flesh.
In the flesh.
You get to see us.
Yeah, sorry we're not in like a proper studio, you know.
But this is good, right?
Yeah, I think this is good.
We can work with this for a few episodes now.
Maybe.
You get to see our handsome faces, yeah?
Yeah.
You get to see in the cars in the background, like that guy right there.
Yeah.
Hope his
I
number
like the
plate wasn't
background.
visible.
Nah, it was. We're just stalking the girls. They'll give me from free pizza. So.
Yeah. Take that as an ARG. That's part of the ARG.
Yeah. We're talking about South Park this episode.
Yeah, South Park. By the way, in the cartoon was, by the way, I'm in team South Park.
Personally, I'm in team Rick and Morty.
I don't think they're part of the cartoon was though.
Are they not?
Isn't it usually South Park, Simpsons, and Family Guy?
I feel like we can get rid of Simpsons at this point. Whatever, it's fine.
No, the Simpsons predicts everything, you know?
Sure.
I don't think South Park has ever clowned on Simpsons too.
Has it?
They've had Bart Simpson in an episode, but they didn't clown on him. They had him be part of the heroes in the episode actually.
Oh, that's pissed me off.
But they have clowned on Family Guy multiple times.
But they haven't clowned
in the same episode too.
They haven't clowned on Rick and Morty either.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so easy to do so now. Because Rick and Morty has gone on a legendary follow. But in a modern cartoon setting, what would you choose?
A modern cartoon setting, which would I choose
what are the modern day adults cartoon we play? Like Rick and Morty,
Smiling Friends.
Smiling Friends is good. They cancelled it though. How they cancelled it?
Yeah, before I even got to watch it, you know.
It's pissed me off.
But I will watch it once I'm done with my South Park thing.
Once I'm out of this phase where I don't want to watch shows until I see clips on it on TikTok, I think I'll finally watch it. Yeah.
I've seen so many Smiling Friends clips, so I'm really interested in getting to Smiling Friends.
I think it's Smiling Friends, BoJack Horseman, and Rick and Morty.
BoJack's in the big three.
But I don't think BoJack is in the big three because it's funny. It's in the big three because it's popular.
Yeah.
It's in the big three because it's popular. Because BoJack Horseman has this thing where it's not funny. It's everything else but funny. At least for me personally. I've never once even done a nose thing with BoJack Horseman. All I've done is felt sad for the characters.
I've watched BoJack Horseman very recently, and I'd say that in the middle it's more funny than it is, especially in the seasons where BoJack isn't the center of the show.
Oh,
those are the funniest seasons. Those are the best seasons.
The thing is, I've never reached that far. Because I was like, I see how this story is gonna go. I'm gonna feel bad for these characters. I'm not doing that. Because at that point, what's the point? You can't make a funny story if I'm feeling sad for it.
I think from season 2, you realize that it is meant to be funny.
Okay. Anyway, let's get back on topic. Yeah. We're talking about South Park.
The episode Human Centipede.
I
think it's a season 15 episode, yeah.
Why did we choose this specific episode?
You know why I personally chose we should do this? Because of how lately how things are in the UK, you have to agree and your personal details and all that. I think this kind of touches on that thing about corporations and the things they get you to agree to, It's genuinely one of those episodes too. I watched it a few weeks back, 2 months ago, and then now this week is when it popped into my head. I'm like, yeah, but then there's this episode, we should talk about it. Although it doesn't necessarily revolve around surveillance and all that, it revolves around the kind of shit corporations can get us to do.
I guess. I mean, they technically can't get away with some stuff, but because it's fine laws for what you can do and get away with. But I think it kind of just, it doesn't matter, does it?
No, it doesn't matter.
Because, what was it? I did contract laws in media law. There's certain things that they can't put on contract. They can't say you can't kill someone on contract. Yeah, and you can't sell someone drugs, I think, on contract. Illegal drugs, not if it's written on contract that you have to take the specific medication, and it's an actual medication,
Okay.
You might need, I think, like a doctor's sign, but I haven't gotten too much into that one. But yeah, I remember I've seen those clips so many times. I think I knew the episode from top to bottom based off like TikTok clips. My favorite part is obviously when Cartman is like, give me something for dinner, cause I like him white fat before he fuck me, or something like that.
Yeah, so like basically in this episode there's two plots, which like gets together at the end, like every other South Park episode.
Every other sitcom.
Basically, the first plot is basically, you know, Cartman is like a self-centered little asshole, you know. iPads are the new big thing. Most of his friends have iPads, so he pretends to have an iPad, but in reality it's a piece of glass stuck to an iPad case,
which is actually really impressive.
Is it?
I don't know, I feel like kids nowadays will never do that shit.
Yeah,
Granted,
they just AI generated. They just make AI generated.
Yeah,
like, but it's Cartman, man. Like, Cartman has done way better, you know.
He's done.
Cartman has ended entire life. Cartman befriended Cthulhu and literally destroyed most of the Jews, you know. Cartman's evil. That's a bit shallow for Cartman.
Yeah.
So
who do you have, Cartman or Craig Huffman?
As?
Who's a worse child?
I think
Greg Heffley, for those of you who don't know, is the guy from
Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Greg sucks, but there's nothing major he does. He has a terrible personality, but his actions aren't as bad as his personality. Because he hardly does anything. He's mostly just narrating the things around him with a very, very negative outlook on everything.
And he has a very...
While Cartman, we don't get we hardly get a narration of how he thinks, see the things he does. Genuinely, like the anger management episode. You are a fat chubby kid. And he's like texting. And then the guy's wife kills himself. You know, Cartman just does crazy things. And he thinks he's good. Like in the Coon and Friends episode, he does shitty things and thinks he's the hero. And when his friends kick him out for being evil,
I feel like
they say he's
been in his own way that he is low-key evil.
He does not.
There's like the episode. Okay, I feel like he knows the difference between good and evil. He just doesn't care. He just doesn't care to know. That makes sense.
I think in the Coon and Friends episode, it really tells you what Cartman's morality is like. So when the Coon and Friends found Cartman with Cthulhu, they're like, Cartman, what are you doing? I'm making the world a better place. And Kyle is like, no, you're making the world a better place for you. Yeah, exactly what I said. I'm making the world a better place. So Cartman's stance on morality is basically the world being a better place is the world being a better place for him.
Okay. I lost my train of thought. I hate his mom. I hate and like his mom. Like his mom, like I feel bad for his mom. I feel like there's not a single person that I feel bad for outside of this world. So.
I think you can tell from there was an episode about like Cartman's mom trying to like get him under control, gets nannies and all that. And then this dog trainer finally like
I remember
like gets him straight. He was genuinely straight and good to the point where he started like he got so lined up where he was self-motivated. He was a good kid doing homework on his own. He was a nice kid, right? And then when his mom realized that she couldn't sleep with a dog trainer guy, she went back to treating Cartman like the king of the world. So I think part of the reason why Cartman is so self-centered because of how his mom treats him. It's getting really good.
It's getting good because of his son. What will we do? Whatever shall I do? I'm the editor for this.
Yeah, that's his problem, not mine.
That's why I was like, hey, you guys can barely see it. I think it's fine. It's cool. It's this window over here.
Oh,
it's fine.
We should have gotten a ticket. Oh my gosh, it's getting worse.
Oh no, white balance of doing this. White balance of doing this is a smart thing. This is partially. We have an exclusive interview with the heavens. You know, we brought God in for this episode. You know what? I'm not gonna edit this out.
Yeah, you guys.
I'm not gonna edit this out. We're doing. I'm not. You guys will get to see everything. I'm not even on the camera. That's how crazy I am. I can't see myself. That's the problem.
Wanna clip something somewhere. You can see us now.
Yeah. Very well, very nicely.
Yeah.
I might edit it just a little bit, just a little bit, just because.
So yeah, let me give a synopsis of the episode we're talking about because we really
already
branched
have.
out. We only give the Cartman side.
Oh yeah.
So basically, the Cartman side is Cartman was pretending to have an iPad. Guys called him out for it. So he tells his mom to get him one, right? The mom is like, no, I said we get it for you on your birthday. She's like, no, you have to get it for me now. So they go to a Best Buy. At the Best Buy, the mom is like, hey, these iPads are expensive. Cartman, let's just get a Toshiba Handybook, right? And then Cartman is like, no, you can't. You have to get the iPad. Everybody knows that everything but Apple is shit. Which is true, by the way, guys. It's true. I'm an Apple ecosystem guy. It is better. Cartman was right for the first time ever. Anyway, but the mom says no. So Cartman basically like claims that the mom was a pedophile.
Oh yeah, like
So genuinely, he genuinely drops his pants in the Best Buy like.
Oh, I've got a better idea. Why don't you go across the street and buy some condoms? Because we should at least be safe if you're gonna me, Mom. Eric? You might as well go buy some cigarettes too, because I like to have a smoke after I get good and You wanna me, Mom? Just say so. Go ahead, here. Huh? Go ahead, Mom. Right here in the Best Buy. You wanna your son so bad? Go on, Mom.
It was genuinely just so funny. And guys are just watching. And so like it cuts to a clip of them like driving back home. And then the mom is like, Eric. And then Cartman is like, I'm sorry. I get it. You're not supposed to say the F word. The guy notices the littlest part of the issue. They're like, you're not supposed to say the F word. And then the mom is like, I'm still not getting it for you. So Cartman is like, you know what? We'll show the clip because I don't like it.
Stop crying, Eric. I told you if you kept acting up, you weren't getting anything.
But I told you I was sorry.
You made me look like some sort of child molester in front of all those people.
I wasn't trying to get you in trouble.
Then why did you go outside to a police officer and say, help, help, my mom is trying to...
Keep cooking.
We are in public. We cannot be saying some of this stuff.
We're in a church.
We're in a church parking lot. Yeah, we're about to go in and we're about to give praise the Lord.
Yeah.
You know. Speaking of the Lord, in what's his name? The other guy, the Jewish guy.
Kyle.
That's crazy. Kyle. The whole point of the episode is that he forgot to read the terms and conditions. And then
like most of us, he did not read the terms and conditions.
You don't read the terms and conditions? You don't?
Didn't up until
Dude,
I had
everyone does.
No,
everyone does.
Genuinely, man.
Everyone does. Everyone does.
Well, I started reading them after I heard what CapCut was doing. So every time I sign up for something, I read the terms and conditions.
What was CapCut?
Unless it's an update on the terms and conditions, so I'll just ask AI to tell me what the update is.
What do CapCut do?
So I used to use CapCut to edit videos when I used to make reels. And then it got to a point where CapCut changed the terms and conditions. And I did not accept them because I hadn't updated the app yet, so I didn't get that in.
I thought it was something
Then
crazy.
like when I was scrolling through TikTok, I heard that CapCut is basically getting the right to use your videos however they want, even if you've not uploaded them to TikTok or anything. Even if they're just there on your cloud storage, they can do whatever they want with your videos.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I was like, I'm not using CapCut.
Yeah, that sounds like some AI shit.
It was probably to train AI models or something. It's getting hot.
It is. Jesus Christ. So I never want to put like my kid online. I don't have a kid yet, but if
He does, he's lying. He's a married man.
I have multiple kids. If I ever do have a kid online, they're never seen the light of day.
The internet has never seen even a glimpse of my
Yeah, they're
kid.
not seeing each other. If they have to see my child, they only see the body. Like I'm covering the face. That's what I meant. Like I'm censoring the face.
There's people who all they need is the body, man.
I'm censoring everything. So I'm putting like those redacted things that they have.
No. You know what I'm going to do?
No.
I'm gonna use AI to like generate like an replacement for my kid in case I'm posting a pic of like me and a kid.
I'd have like a doll.
Yeah, we don't even need AI, just Photoshop.
Yeah,
we don't need AI for these
don't
things.
need AI, yeah.
Why did I think of AI when I can just Photoshop something of my kid?
Bro.
The AI dependency is crazy, man.
Crazy.
A lot of these things we can just do ourselves.
We can just do it on our own.
We can just do it on our own.
We need to wake the fuck up.
Yeah, wake up.
Anyway,
back to the episode.
Where we're yapping.
So Kyle accepts the terms and conditions, and this episode would be genuinely disgusting to anyone who's never heard of the idea of human centipede. That's why it's one of the lowest rated episodes, actually, because the whole human centipede thing seems very, very like, no, this is too far. But it wasn't.
Human centipede is not too far in South Park.
It kinda is, cause it's like
I haven't watched Human Centipede past maybe a couple of scenes.
But it would be kind of disturbing to think that Martin Tree, if the Human Centipede thing was originally Martin Tree's idea, I think that would be genuinely messed up. But the fact that it's not actually their idea, it's just an idea they're parodying, is what people don't realize.
Yeah.
So it's only interesting to guys who know what Human Centipede is. You don't even have to have watched it. If you have the idea that there's a Human Centipede out there.
I think it's even on the poster. Man. And then he basically signs up to become a human centipede. And then the whole joke is that he signs stuff and he doesn't read it.
So multiple times in the episode, the guy will be like, Steve Jobs shows up. You want out? Okay, just sign this.
Just sign here.
And he signs without reading. And then Steve Jobs is like,
pissed.
No.
Because no.
And then now he's asking the other guys, why couldn't you get it? And I think this also reflects how Steve Jobs used to treat his workers. Like when the iPhone came out, the first thing he does, throws it in a fish tank. Why are there bubbles? Make it airtight. Like Steve Jobs used to treat. He was great. He was consumer focused, but it was very horrible to his employees, which is kind of sad. But bring back more CEOs like Steve Jobs. Wait, no way. Let's not get there.
Should we bring any? Honestly, I think we should kill all tech CEOs. That's just a personal thing, anyways.
Except for Elon Musk,
Except for Elon Musk.
Yeah, let's not kill him, Just take away his money and watch him win.
Spiral, he is autistic.
It would be funny.
Yeah.
He's anti-billionaire because he cares about people. I'm anti-billionaire because it would be funny to see rich people without money.
Yeah.
It would just be funny. Imagine Jeff Bezos.
We should put them on an island. Let's not put them
on an island. Let's not put them on an island.
I was thinking Survivor. Or we put them on an island and survive. That's
you'd find
taste.
kids would show up out of nowhere.
That's bad taste.
Where are the kids coming from? You don't know. But there's kids.
So how does this episode end?
So basically the episode goes along that. At the front, basically Kyle is in the middle of the human thing. You'll show a pic.
Yeah.
At the front is this Japanese guy.
Can I show a pic?
You can.
Can I?
You can get away with it.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, you'll see what you can do.
Because I've never seen the actual human centipede. I hate feces jokes so much.
Yeah.
I think that's also why it's pretty low rated. Because the butt of the joke
is Japanese person.
Is Japanese person eats Japanese food.
But no, the butt of the joke isn't the poop joke. The butt of the joke is the fact that there's a poop. There's at the end of the episode, you see Cartman getting what he finally wants, an iPad, because he went all the way to Dr. Phil to tell Dr. Phil that his mom is fucking him.
That is a crazy. You gotta come down. You gotta.
So that's basically the whole thing. He goes all the way to Dr. Phil, and they're like, you know what? Dr. Phil talks to Best Buy and Steve Jobs, and they, you know what? We're holding an event. We're launching the first human-centered iPad. Steve Jobs is like, you know what? Cartman, you're getting the first human-centered iPad. And Cartman is so excited because it's an iPad, and it shits in Car's mouth. And if you've watched South Park, Cartman absolutely hates Kyle because he's not because of any reasonable reason, but because he's a Jew and he's ginger.
Yeah,
those are the only two reasons.
Cartman would hate Kyle right now.
If you look at the later seasons,
oh my god, Cartman would hate Kyle right now. I haven't watched the newest season, so I don't know.
Cartman's such a good guy.
That's an episode for another day.
Yeah.
When on our 10th episode, when we decide to finally become a more serious podcast channel, we have our own studio, we're owning mics. We will plan on getting a cameraman that's funny, because that's all every podcast needs, a cameraman that's funny. Right now, I guess the only thing we got is we have the tune track for the phone for the car.
I'll take a picture. Why did you turn it on?
Yay! Okay, we can't play anything because copyright and stuff like that.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
That scared the hell out of me. Because I didn't think it was gonna happen. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. What time is it? Whatever. Let me think what I'm supposed to say. At the end of the day, I think South Park is the only adult animation show to ever reach. Like,
well,
I feel like
we can't talk about that because there's a new season and they're a bit controversial.
Oh,
That's
for
an
real?
episode for another day. The new seasons have been really controversial
How come?
because they've been really centering on Trump.
pro or anti?
Not really pro or anti, but just in general making fun of Trump.
Oh,
Because there's a lot about Trump to make fun of, whether
Yeah.
you're for him or against him.
yeah,
Because
Yeah.
a lot of what's going on in the world is
kind of
related to Trump.
I woke up.
Unlike,
I woke
the
up.
other-
I woke up today. The motherfucking Iranian world leader was dead.
Like
That I was. Maybe wake up with like.
you wake up and you find out 60 school children, the leader for Iran died just because Israel and Big Yahoo and the Orange Man were like, yeah, let's crash into this place.
Who do you think is sucking that as well? Do you think it's Yahoo or do you think it's Trump? Or do you think it's both? Do you think they're in a very equal amount relationship?
Dude, I'm trying to be an international student. Let's not talk about that. don't mess up my visa chances, man. I do not
All
align
of
with
this
I do
is
not
for educational
align.
purpose.
I do not align with any of his political or social views. I am just here as his co-host.
He is my debate partner. Yeah.
I am also not against or for any of his views. I do not have any views actually.
No views, none at all.
No, I don't.
Viewless. Shit, he might need these. That's how much he doesn't have any views.
Exactly.
Um,
So basically, back to the episode, right? There's a whole lot of references being thrown in there as well, like
Yeah.
Human Centipede, and then there's the whole Apple Geniuses thing, where the whole.
There was a couple of references, I think.
But we didn't catch
different
them,
other things. Yeah.
This season that it was happening, it was during the Obama administration, which they also really did do a lot of criticism. It was a lot of nothing changed. Obama, you promised this, but nothing changed. South Park. Back to that episode, I think the first thing we can look at is the kind of humor that's employed in this. South Park's humor is really dark. It's
I feel
really
like
plain.
South Park's humor revolutionized how humor was done. And that sounds like some dick riding energy.
No, it's
But,
not. South Park were one of the first early adopters of using cuss words on television. There's a whole episode about, they had a whole counter about saying shit on national television.
Yeah.
They're also one of the first people to use the N-word on television with non-black characters.
Yeah, with a hard
And
R
it
too.
was, and it
With a
did
hard
not
R too.
go sour. In fact,
Yeah.
it made people understand.
In fact, it was actually funny.
It wasn't just funny. It actually, the conclusion was really right. The whole conclusion of the episode was about how people try to be oh, I understand how you feel, trying to understand how it feels for a black person to see the N-word being used. You can't understand it. That was the whole point of the episode. And I like Token's role in the whole episode.
I don't remember that episode.
I've really watched a lot of South Park recently. But South Park really,
Speaking of,
there's lessons
the
in
N-word,
South Park that people don't
we
really
should
know.
watch the book.
Every episode of South Park has lessons, if you never noticed.
Oh.
Usually, in earlier seasons, it was Chef at the end, delivering these lessons. Chef left, then it was the kids delivering the lessons. Because, if you watch South Park, you realize the kids are smarter than the adults in South Park.
Yeah.
And it's even, visible in this episode, where, most adults
I think the
genuinely...
only decent adult was Chef.
Yeah,
Was Chef.
was
Rest
Chef
in peace.
until he turned into a
Rest in
pedophile.
peace, brother.
He didn't die. He was brought back in a Darth Vader kind of way, and he shows up in. He's in almost every title. He's not in episodes anymore, but like they have like a Darth Vader version of Chef on every episode. So at the end of that episode, they turned Chef into a Darth Vader.
Oh, that's
He's not dead.
I need to watch my South Park. Yeah,
South Park.
My
You need
South
to
Park.
watch our South Park.
Our South Park.
South Park, like, you know, a lot of people say that South Park teaches people not to be sensitive, but I feel like South Park teaches people what being sensitive means.
Speaking of sensitive, I feel like that's a big reason as to why we need to stop with tone policing.
No more unalive.
No more unalived.
No more unalive.
No more unalived.
No more unalive.
No more unalived.
No more unalive.
No more off yourself. Actually,
Yeah.
I can't say it right now because there's a kid right in front of me that's coming out of that car. So I can't say.
That's coming out of that car. Oh my gosh, Josh.
What? That's coming out of a car, not that car. Not that car, obviously.
You did not catch like the kind of joke I was trying to make. You're not pedophile, Josh.
What would? Okay.
We're getting to 30 minutes, Josh.
We are getting to the 30-minute mark.
Yeah, and we don't have too long episodes because you know it can get boring.
It can get very boring. And then we're gonna run out of stuff to say, and then we're gonna start yapping about politics and stuff like that.
Which we shouldn't.
Yeah. We already have if I've cut. Yeah. Well,
But now,
let me not make my work
technically,
harder.
since we've cut, we're probably at the 20-minute mark.
Yeah.
So we should like have that like extra 10 minutes of talking about Obama at the end.
Yeah, we'll put it there.
And we can do 30 minutes of the rest.
Yeah.
So back to that South Park episode. I think a really like funny aspect of it was the Dr. Phil scene. Cartman is like, I like to get kissed before I get.
That's one thing. They were really making fun of Dr. Phil before it was cool to make fun of Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
That was
Dr. Phil's fun.
revolutionary. He's not even an actual doctor. He hasn't done like.
No, look.
Hell, sorry.
This guy
I'm
got
gonna
the
cut that one.
7K.
I'm gonna cut that one.
This
I'm
guy
gonna
got-
cut. I'm
this guy
gonna-
got
that one is
7K.
getting cut out.
This
That one
guy
is
got
getting cut out.
7K.
That one is getting cut out. That one is getting cut out. I'm not doing that.
We should have a subscribers only like version where they can get like super cut.
Patreon.
Yeah, we should. On
Once we get more
buy me a
subscribers.
coffee. We're not using Patreon. We're using buy me a coffee.
We're not Patreon.
I don't like Patreon.
No. You are the guy we're using coffee.
Yeah, Patreon has a lot of fun.
So does coffee.
No, it
I
doesn't.
think about it.
It hardly has any fun.
How do you know this?
I-
How do you know this? Actually, yeah, how do you know this? How do you know this?
Basically,
How do you know this?
I'm trying to do.
How do you know this?
I'm not talking to you. I'm
How do you
talking
know
to
this?
them.
No,
So
talk to how do
basically-
you know this?
Yeah,
I
let
wanna
me
know.
answer.
I'm interested.
So we're building an app for Cucumber. We told you guys on the last episode.
Yeah. Link in the description. No.
If it's out by then. We're building an app for Cucumber for Kenya. And we needed a platform for donation. But our luck, we didn't get any donations. We got like donations for 1,200. Okay, that's like, in dollars, that's like $10.
That's like $10.
$10 in donations. Yeah, that's our Kickstarter. That's our
Yeah.
Kickstarter capital, you know.
No, you know we'll put it up there. We'll be like we started off with 1,000.
So I wanted to create like a Stripe account, but I was stupid because Stripe is an API for transactions on your website, not like.
Oh.
Then I tried PayPal. Then I realized PayPal is also kind of stupid. I tried a pay bill. That would be too much work. Then I said, let's use Patreon. Let's have a Patreon so that we can also use this Patreon to get like people
This
who
Patreon
have
supports-
early access to features and all that. Then I was like, you know what? I don't want to use Patreon because I know it has like Guna stuff and all that.
How do you know this?
How do I know Patreon has Guna stuff? Because I used to follow a Safe for Work artist on YouTube who did not Safe for Work art on Patreon. And I was like,
Oh yeah, no, they do that. No, they do
not
that.
Safe for Work. So, you know, while I'm on Discord, Reddit, I find out that, oh yeah, Patreon is well known. It was OnlyFans before OnlyFans.
It was OnlyFans for artists.
OnlyFans.
It was OnlyFans for
OnlyFans
artists.
used to be like the second Patreon until like, you know.
Yeah, until
Patreon almost went the OnlyFans way.
That's funny.
Almost. And like it's still at that edge. So a lot of Patreon stuff is Guna stuff. And
No, a lot of other Patreon stuff is into Guna stuff. Like
I
that.
don't want to expose our users to a platform where there's Guna stuff. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna look for a platform that I want users to get comfortable with.
Yeah.
So a lot of people who have Buy Me a Coffee platforms are artists, photographers, all those guys who contribute to open source projects, right?
Yeah.
These guys don't get paid for the work they do. They earn off of commissions and donations like those.
Yeah.
And that was what the whole Buy Me a Coffee thing was. So if a lot of Kenyans start using Buy Me a Coffee, when they see an artist with a Buy Me a Coffee page, they'll be comfortable donating to them this way as well. Yeah, so that's why I landed on Buy Me a Coffee. Although now we're using 1K. I got the notification, by the way, we have 0 donations on 1K. Guys,
None.
I'm not gonna make an advertisement for Become Buy yet, because it's not really. We have 3 developers now.
We have 3? Oh, that's stuff.
We have 3 devs.
Is that? Oh yeah, we had 2 before. Yeah.
We started off as just me,
And then
we had me and this guy Solomon, and then now it's 3 of us.
oh, that's stuff.
Solomon has a YouTube channel,
Should we link it? No.
but he'll show up in our episode.
He'll show up on an episode one day.
He has to.
He has to.
We've lost the plot.
We have lost the plot horrendously. We lost the plot 25 minutes ago. Ladies and gents, it has been the Performative Podcast. It's been me, your boy Barca the Third, aka Joshua Baraka, aka whatever the hell I want to be called. This guy's mom's calling.
Yeah, let's finish and then I'll come back.
No.
Oh yeah. It's been awesome, guys.
Yeah, we'll make sure to check out his stuff. Link in the description as well. We'll see you when we do. Peace.
Bye bye.
It's funny how now we want Obama back. Or Americans want Obama back. We want Obama too, actually. But Kenyans. So Obama is way better than whatever president would have.
I don't really believe in that idea of this guy. Maybe Baba is better than him.
Like the
We
idea
gotta
of
have
lesser
better.
evil.
The idea
Like,
of lesser evil lowers our standards.
Yeah, man, we can't do that shit.
I'm not gonna say who's the lesser evil because in
You know,
general,
we're trying to live. We're trying to live as well.
we just need a genuinely good person. Like Mamdani.
We would never get away with Mamdani.
Huh?
Kenyans would never let Mamdani in. Not because he's Sudanese or because he's it's because he's Muslim.
Actually, I think there's a genuinely strong.
There's a strong Muslim
There's
community.
a strong Muslim voter base.
Yeah,
and
but
there's also a strong voter base that doesn't make decisions based on
religion.
The majority of religious votes come from older generations and from more,
Mega church. I was going to say mega church. We go to a mega church.
and then also like churches in general are very political in our country. Yeah, I don't want to get into that. That's also another.
That's an episode 10. That's an episode 10. Come episode 10, 20.
But the biggest hurdle isn't the voters. The biggest hurdle is fellow politicians.
Yeah.
And then another issue is I think a lot of people wouldn't vote for someone who's not black. A lot of young people who are fake woke. Like there's a lot of fake wokeism in Kenya.
Yeah, like I wanna. Do I wanna rant about this right now?
You know what? Rant.
Sure, fuck it. I hate fake woke niggas that want to.
They wanna seem smart, but
they want to
contribute
jeopardize
anything.
on things like Christianity. Like I can understand on extent when people say, "Oh, it's a white man's religion," whatever. But that's fine. That's cool. I'm not arguing against that because it is true to some extent, But I saw this TikTok the other day. This woman she was showing a video of another woman who was part of this thing. She was part of either the Samburu or the Maasai tribe. I put a picture of them up when it comes to this, and the video was basically going over like her transition to Christianity and like the types of things she wore, how she acted, how she talked, and stuff like that. And then the woman like on the side, you know how TikTok is, the woman who's like on the side was like doing like the type of thing. She was like, look at this woman. She went from being this beautiful traditional woman to becoming a brainwashed Christian. And in my head, I'm thinking, you don't know this person. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what that quote unquote good tribe is done to them. I'm not saying the Samburu or the Maasai tribe is bad. I'm not saying that shit. Do not listen to what I'm not saying. Alright? I love and respect all Kenyan cultures that do not have FGM involved. But you don't know how this person is and you don't know how they've acted. You have the audacity to assume that that them becoming a Christian is a bad thing because of your ideals and beliefs.
Genuinely, I think the issue with that take was that it was blaming Christianity for the erosion of culture rather than blaming the people who actively eroded the culture.
Yeah.
And it's not, like there's always this idea of looking for somebody to point at. They're pointing at Christianity or they want to point at white people. But it's not just white people, it's the people who conform to what these people bring. Because the whole take of like Christianity is a white man's religion. Why is it a white man's religion? It's because white men were first early adopters, but it wasn't originally white people.
It wasn't. It was Middle Eastern.
It was a Middle Eastern religion.
Yeah.
If white people could claim it,
that was
anyone
the whole
can claim it.
The whole
idea of Christianity
was that anyone.
It was supposed to be for everyone else, but just the Jews. It was for everyone, and so the whole idea that Christianity is bad because it's a white man's religion is more of anyone can do.
Anyone can.
Because there's also a lot of modern black cultures rely heavily on Christianity, and modern interpretations of Christianity within black communities and white communities
is
are
so different. One of my favorite stories is when it's how black churches were used as a place of community back in slavery times. And of course, I don't want to start getting into the black church and stuff. I don't want that to be significant on my ass. But black churches have been so beneficial to Africans,
especially in
ways that are never talked about.
One way that I really like that is talked about even in our own history textbooks in Kenya is how Christianity, which was used to colonize Africans, was also used to liberate
Africans as well.
Africans were not getting good education because white people are like, you guys don't need to learn how to do white collar stuff. That's for us white guys.
White collar, brother.
But
white
Christian community
allowed
by
for
black people
allowed for
these kind of things.
Allowed for children. Allowed for
black
Kenyan
people
children.
looked at Christianity and turned it into something beautiful for black people. Anyway, we're turning this video into a clickbait, and we were supposed to talk about South Park.
Yeah, this is
back to South Park.
This one is deep dive type of stuff. If you've been with us,
you know what we should do? We should cut that section and put it at the end so that it's not a clickbait.
Actually,
so we've just cut a section where we were talking very politically. So this will be the timestamp.
That's gonna be a really rough.
Right over here.
That's gonna be a really rough cut.
So here it's gonna be rough. Yeah.
That's gonna
so
be
over
a
here
rough
is
cut.
the timestamp of where the whole political rant is. You can stop listening here if you don't care about that kind of stuff and you're just here for South Park.